Broken Country Summary, Love, Loss, and Deadly Secrets in Clare Leslie Hall's thriller. The news hit Beth like a rogue wave, leaving her gasping for air amidst the familiar scent of lavender and chamomile in her tidy kitchen. Old Mr. Hemlock slumped over his tractor in the back 40 dead. And the village buzzed with one question, whispered over fences and brewed into the strong, dark tea at the village shop. Who did it? Beth had always been good at compartmentalizing, at building sturdy walls around the parts of her life she didn't want to examine too closely. Her life with Frank, for instance, was a peaceful valley nestled beside the jagged peaks of her past. Frank, with his gentle hands and unwavering kindness, was a grounding force. They had built a quiet happiness together on their sheep farm, a haven of bleating lambs and dew-kissed meadows. That peace, however, started to unravel with a single gunshot. It echoed across the valley, sharper and more final than any she'd heard before. The dog, a scruffy terrier with eyes like melted chocolate, had been chasing their sheep, and Frank's brother, a man fueled by quick tempers and the bitter taste of perceived slights, had reacted without thinking. The dog belonged to Gabriel Wolfe. Gabriel. The name alone was enough to send a shiver down Beth's spine, a phantom limb of a younger, wilder self. He had returned to the village, a shadow of the boy she remembered, but still carrying the same haunting magnetism. He was accompanied by a small boy named Leo, with eyes that held a depth Beth recognized, a pain she knew intimately, a pain mirrored in her own heart, a constant ache for the son she had lost. The encounter with Gabriel after the incident with the dog was a jarring collision of past and present. The air between them crackled with unspoken words, with the ghosts of stolen kisses and promises whispered under the willow trees by the river. It was a dangerous dance, pulling Beth away from the familiar comfort of Frank's love and back towards the intoxicating, volatile world she had thought she'd left behind. The village, already simmering with the unspoken tensions surrounding Mr. Hemlock's death, felt the heat rise. Secrets, long buried under layers of polite smiles and carefully curated appearances, began to surface. Fueled by years of repressed desires and whispered accusations, jealousy found its way into the open. The idyllic facade of the small community began to crack, revealing the jagged edges beneath. Beth found herself caught in the crossfire. Gabriel's presence unearthed a part of her she thought was long gone, a part that still yearned for the reckless abandon of first love. She saw in Leo a reflection of her own lost son, a reminder of the fierce, protective love that defined her as a mother. And then there was Frank, solid and dependable, the anchor in her turbulent sea. He deserved her unwavering loyalty, but Gabriel's return had thrown everything into disarray. She navigated the labyrinth of village gossip and simmering resentments, trying to shield herself and Frank from the storm. The investigation into Mr. Hemlock's death intensified, casting a long shadow over everyone in the village, magnifying existing tensions and unearthing new secrets. Beth knew with a growing sense of dread that the truth was coming, and it would shatter the fragile peace she had so carefully constructed. The choice that lay before her was stark and agonizing. To cling to the safe harbor of her present, or to risk everything for a chance at a love that had once consumed her, a love that still flickered with dangerous intensity. The woman she was, carefully crafted and tempered by grief and loss, or the woman she once was, a wild spirit, unafraid to burn. The weight of the past and the uncertainty of the future converge on this pivotal moment. The village held its breath, waiting for the explosion. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more book summaries and insights. Feel free to check out another video or dive into the full playlist you see now for more great book summaries. Click now and keep exploring.